Alright everybody, Martin here, round 4 of the Legacy League, playing Food Chain. We're on the play once again. I think I won every die roll here, so obviously that's a boon. Play, I think that this opponent plays Storm a lot, but I could be wrong. But I think we're going to keep this. We're soft to Wasteland. We're kind of soft to our Brainstorm being countered, but on the play I like this much more than on the draw. Tarn could be any number of things. Basic island. Top. Okay, so this could be Miracles. Obviously also could still be Storm. Force is nice in any case. So I think we want to Brainstorm here. Hope to hit a land. Kind of need to hit a land. We don't hit a land. Do you ever hit a second Deathrite? Jeez, that took a turn for the worse. I don't even think we can cast a second Deathrite. One thing is, if it is Miracles, we're sort of overcommitting, but that's not the main issue. The main issue is there's only one fetch land in the yard, and they can play conservatively with their fetch lands now. But yeah, alright, so let's put back Empath to hide what we are, and then Clique to not have it discarded on our next draw step in case they are Storm. And let's just pass. We could attack, but okay, so it is Miracles. Storm doesn't play Arid Mesa. Alright, so here we exile their land and we play a Baleful Strix, get us out of our Brainstorm lock. Draw the Empath, pass the turn. So right now they are under the assumption that we are Shardless Agent. So if they have a Terminus now, I think we just let it resolve. Because then we get a fresh card of our draw step. We have a second Deathrite and a second Strix. I'd rather fight over something else. Yeah, it's fine. If they go Counterbalance here, then it's like we have double decay, but we need to find a land. I still think like we will find a land before we're just screwed out of the game. There we go. Okay, we'll just pass the turn. Oh, okay, yeah, fine. Just looking, felt like they were playing something. So here we will end up turn decay, and then on our turn play one of either Deathrite or Strix. So we have to work out if we want to save and use Strix or Clique as a pitch for our force. And I think we might want to use the Strix. I think the Clique has more value, like taking a Miracle card. So that talks against us playing the Strix, unless we draw another blue card. Which we do, but it's a Brainstorm. I think we actually want to Brainstorm here. Get a bit deeper and hopefully find a fetch land. Wow, our deck is not cooperating in terms of lands, but in terms of everything else, I mean, it's fine. Let's cast Deathrite here, and if they do anything to it, we'll just let that happen, then we'll resolve Sylvan Library next turn, because Sylvan is big game against them. I mean, if they try and resolve Jace here, we'll definitely fight them over that. Okay. No Jace. We'll force back, pitching the Brainstorm. So that was a big war, but Jace needs to die. This also means they don't have Plow for Deathrite. That's really nice. I think though I will like evaluate having Sylvan in play over getting a Deathrite activation, and we'll just swing in with Deathrite now. Now, like, their life total can be put under pressure, and we'll just keep mana open for Clique, I think, and then drain with Deathrite. I think that's going to be our plan, depending on what they do on this turn. Mentor. Sure, okay. So that changes things. Mentor needs to die ASAP. Especially since they have 2 tops. So fortunately they only get 1 monk from this, but they can still like make that monk big. Yeah. So I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Alright, so we will like to always yield to Sylvan. We would also like to always say yes to Sylvan's triggered ability. Let's put back Empath. Doesn't really matter. I think we put back this guy, put back Agent, because we will be decaying this. So, not casting any other spells. We are really just not seeing any lands, which is annoying. I think we actually just attack with Deathrite here, because we're never chumping on our next turn with him. We're not sacrificing him. And they can't block, because they can't grow this guy. So here they're looking in their upkeep, and probably they will draw with 1 top to be able to replay it. Although that's not necessary when they have both tops, they can just wait. But okay, so counterbalance is a bit annoying. It's not the end of the world. We have relevant 3 drops, and 3 is an issue for them. So let's put this on top and pay 4 life and hope they don't have a 3 on top, and hope we hit like I don't know, like a decay, I guess. They flip like a mentor here, or even an entreat, it'd be kind of bad. Alright, Manipulate Fate is awesome if it resolves, but I kind of doubt it. They didn't have 3, so I guess they have 2. Yeah, okay. Do they have anything relevant to Flashback though? Only Brainstorm. Yeah, just attack, I guess. So, I'm not really sure how to play this out. There's a fetch land, so their counterbalance just got a whole lot better, and their tops as well. I guess from now on, I think we have to just keep Clique open. The only question is, do we chump here? So they flashback Brainstorm, so Monk is growing. That means there isn't an immediate 2-drop on top that we know of anyways. So it's kind of tempting to chump here actually. It forces them to have an instant, which they don't. Could mean they have Terminus actually. So yeah, put back. We just want the land. So let's pass. We'll just drain here, drain the terminus. So they plow the Deathrite, sure. I don't think we fight over that. So I guess we try and play a Baleful Strix. See if they have a 2 on top. They probably do. Oh, no, they have to fetch. See if they find a 2 on top. Yeah. Guess we just ship it back. So like eventually we will probably have to flash in the clique. I mean, I might actually do it on their next draw step. Though they played the second counterbalance, that means they might not have 2 anymore. I'm really unsure. Like, I think we need to save. I feel like we need to save the clique for like and treat the angels, but they're just killing us with this Snapcaster. What we could hope for is that the fresh fetch land here shows us like a Shardless Agent. Let's have a look. Oh, Agent is certainly nice. Guess it's fine that we don't get the Force or the Angler. We'll cascade through those. Oh, they have Counterspell on top. I forgot to look. They also have a 3-drop? Nope. Deathrite. So they have 1-drop. They have Counterspell. They're looking again. Okay, sure. They just looked once. They're drawing, so they don't have a 1 on top. So the issue is here they drew the Counterspell. That would be the only thing that really made sense. So I don't think we can afford to cast Manipulate Fate, but this agent is nice. It will buy us jump blocker. Hopefully they don't have Snapcaster for plow, because then they have double the clock. Alright. Not so odd. So I think actually we want them to. The thing is, like, them trading the offering the Snapcaster could indicate they have Entreat, for which we need clique. But if they have it, Entreat, if they drew the counterspell, I think actually what we want then is for them to use their counterspell on this. But they probably just have a 2 on top. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, okay, the counterspell is on top. Okay, well. There's still a chance then they don't have a counterspell in hand and that they will like do a miracle spell now. Nope. Okay, just passing. So on top, play this, cast Food Chain. See if they have a 3 on top. If they don't, they probably have to force this or draw the counterspell and counter it. They just had a counterspell, so I'm guessing there's still a counterspell floating on top. This is turning out to be quite grindy. And like, a decay doesn't really help us here because they have double counterbalance. So I think we need to start hitting like griffins. And I think we're gonna fetch, I guess we should have just fetched on our upkeep. I usually do it that way, but it doesn't really matter. There's a food chain. Put on top. Put on top. Lay out the food chain again. See what happens. I don't mind. I mean, having food chain plays obviously can be good, but I would rather just get rid of their ability to counter. Oh, that's bad. So I'm also guessing they have a Force of Will in hand. So far they have used one force. They're halfway through their library, so I'm guessing we're dead. But let's see. I'm also going to try and make a conscious effort to play faster because that is a way we can beat them. They're not being that fast, and Miracles will push the envelope in that department. But right now we're like 10 seconds after them, so we have to hurry up a bit with our decisions. And right now they aren't. They're just tanking or in the restroom or whatever. Never can tell Magic Online. So it feels kind of weird. I think like Miracles is like supposed to be, or it feels like in theory it's a pretty decent matchup. But it always kind of ends up being quite like, yeah. So anyways, here we have to click now, which is unfortunate because that means if they have counterspell, they can counter it. That means they make 2 fewer angels, but it's still kind of nice for them. Whoops. Yeah, we obviously can't wait until they cast it. But I suspect, as I said, that they have Force and blue card. If they only have Force, then it's not so good for them. And right now they're just letting counterbalance triggers resolve. Surely this isn't happening. Oh, Pyroblast. Okay. Never mind. Well, they're getting 3 angels then. We can't really answer that. So we're dead. Yeah, so I was saying, like, it feels like on paper Miracle seems kind of decent for us because we have like a lot of 2-for-1 creatures that we don't get that sad if they get Terminus, like the Agents and the Strix. And like with Delve spells and Deathrite Shaman, we're able to like get out the Griffins like over and over again. That's really nice against them. Plus we have Decay for their counterbalances, but like for some reason I'm just having a really hard time beating like Jace. I know that wasn't the case here. Alright, so I think we want, I don't know if Notion Thief is any good here, but I kind of want to try it out. We want 1 Deluge just because they showed us Mentor. So I think we can board out some of the combo here. Some food chains. Probably at least 1 Angler, 1 Empath. Might even want to get rid of the second Angler too. But it is nice that it delves out the Griffins. The Angler is such a clumsy thing against Miracles though. Like, pretty big investment, and then it just gets plowed or gets bounced by Jace or whatever. So I think we can also shave some number of Baleful Strix. Maybe even 3. I'm almost at a point where I feel like maybe I should just cut the entire combo. I'm actually going to try that. Bear with me here. This is going to be an experiment. So we can bring back in some number of Strix. Maybe we want like a Golgari Charm actually. Because it kills Counterbalance and kills Blood Moon if they run that. And like in a pinch, it can like kill Snapcaster Mage. That's not even an argument, but like it can also like kill Mentor tokens. That seems so bad though. They just need to cast one spell and then that's all for naught. You know what? I'll try Relic of Progenitus. That's very sort of out of left field, but and it's super non-bowish with Null Rod, but yeah. No way. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. And we'll take that. So I'm unsure about which 2-drop to lead on. But them having Tarn makes me feel like maybe not leading on either of them. Because they could have like, I guess not Spell Pierce, but Spell Snare for the Null Rod. Also, I kind of wanted to commit a Sensei's Top before making Null Rod. I would make the Null Rod in any case, but I really don't want him to get like Spell Snare. Okay, Counterbalance, that's fine. So we can decay and then cast like him. Oops. No need to fetch yet, but whatever. No! No. Oh, I misfetched. Oh, I misfetched so bad. Oh, I needed to get a Black Source. Do we play the Null Rod then? Oh man, I feel so deflated. I think we play the Null Rod just to use up our mana here. Sure, Brainstorm. So we have to hope that they tap out again. But at least like... no, they have Counterspell up now. Oh, this feels quite disheartening. Man, that was such a misplay fetching that drop, because we can't even like him and then even like keep up Deathrite to like drain them. So they're signaling quite heavily that they have Counterspell. So I think I'm just gonna shit the turn actually. Oh man, what a misplay. Yeah. So I guess like fetching or like casting the him, if they do have Counterspell, that would force them to fetch Tundras of Plains, but that doesn't really seem to be very important. So what, Jace here? Oh boy. I guess let's brainstorm. Sorry, drain Brainstorm, and if they have Snapcaster, that might just need to take it here and not leave up Counterspell. No, guess not. So they have Red Blast, so I'm actually just gonna him now, though it seems like a losing proposition, but I wanna. Okay, they're predicting to draw 2, so that kind of negates the card loss. I can still have just Counterspell here. Feels like Counterspell. Nope. And we nab a Jace, so important. Here I actually like committing the second Deathrite because they don't have the ability to use top. We're not going to attack because they might have Snapcaster. Well, Brainstorm though, that smells like Terminus. Yeah. Ah, it was all for naught. Hey bro, what do you just have? Another Jace? No? Land makes me feel like just playing the Griffin here. They have Blast, they have it. Snapcaster, Brainstorm? Well, at least that Volcanic is casting a Brainstorm and not a Pyroblast. Alright. It still just dies to Pyroblast and is put into our graveyard, which sucks, but yeah, no. Wear Tear on the Null Rod. Blood Moon, I guess. Yeah, we're getting Blood Moon here. That's pretty awful. Means we just have to draw our basics. Also means like Plow on Griffin means we can't replay it. Man. Things have not come together for me in this here. Jace, sure. Jace bounces this guy, I think. Yeah. And they attack us. And I think it's pretty safe to say we will have lost this. They could start face healing us and just trying to lock us out of drawing our basic lands. Yeah, Canonist. It's okay. Blood Moon. Magic card. So look, I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and concede this because I don't see myself coming back. Let's see what's here. Yeah, alright, so we'll concede. So that was a bit of a feel bad. And I will try and play the last round.